guest is an all-time Aussie fave on our TVs, radio and even in the podcast charts. He's probably best known for hosting Gruen, but has also graced our screens for Good News Week, The Project, Have You Been Paying Attention, and of course for his stand-up. Please welcome Wil Anderson.
Yes, and Question Everything is back for season 2 on the ABC, the show where they dissect the news and separate fact from fiction. Good morning, Wil. How you doing?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. I appreciate the fact that it's nice to talk to you. I've obviously known both of you for a very long time, but this is the first time where I've ever had the privilege to notice that you have your own individual microphones now with your names on them.
Yeah.
Like you are a little kid who's been sent to kindergarten with your lunch and they have to put it in their fridge, so it has to be appropriately labelled. Not just your own names on your microphones, but in different colours.
Yes.
You both have your little colours assigned as well.
Yeah, it's kind of cute that you think about, like, you know, radio stars. Kyle Sandilands has got a gold microphone. We have got blue and red with our names.
Which is really a statement when you've got a gold microphone. It's like, I am the king, I am the best. And we are like, we've been doing this for a decade and no one knows who we are still. So now we literally have to be like, I'm the red boy, I'm Liam.
Yeah, so you guys are doing your bit. Is there, what do you think it is? Because you don't look alike.
Well,
you know,
no, we sort of look like a lot of other people though. So I don't know if you've ever seen on our socials, but every sort of month we get sent, I don't know, maybe 20 lookalikes because we've got very sort of forgetful, generic Caucasian faces. So we just sort of look like a lot of people around our age.
And I think our voices are kind of similar.
Okay, well, all right. So here's what I will say then. Okay, so give me this. Ben, tell me, who is the celebrity lookalike that has been sent in that you were most pleased with? Is there one that you were just like, oh, this is cool? Like, I'm glad that people think I look like this.
I mean,
who's the one that's...
I wouldn't say it was a celebrity, but we got sent a World War I nurse, and she looked a lot like me.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. There was also, Ben was trying to push, what's his name?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. He was telling me that people thought he looked like Jack Harlow, which he doesn't. And I got a facial recognition expert in, and there was a less than 1% resemblance between their, statistically, he couldn't be further away from Jack Harlow.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I did hear, that Ben was at home doing a cover of Adele's Hello to Harlow. It's me. And I was like, no, you're not getting it going, mate. It's a funny song parody, but it's still not getting in. So, Liam, you tell me then, who are you most flattered to be compared to?
I wouldn't say flattered, but the most recent one that was just top of mind is there was this sort of ice addict who'd robbed a servo. And the Crime Stoppers. It was like, that actually does look like me, to be fair. It looked like me in Snap Pants.
Well, I mean, is that a station promotion you guys are doing? I mean, you've just got to get people talking about you in the community. Guys, we've got to get you some media appearances. Crime Stoppers is a very popular show.
Hey, we're getting it away from us and talking about something that's happening in the world at the moment. I've seen you've been tweeting all week about the Greens' push to legalise cannabis. Do you reckon that'll ever actually happen here? I mean, obviously we want it, but do you think it will happen?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I was the first person from the Northern Rivers of New South Wales to ever be accepted into the government medicinal cannabis program.
Really?
And I know this. Yeah, because the government official literally said to me, he said, you're the first person from the Northern Rivers we've ever accepted into this program. And I'm like, sir, this is counterintuitive to what I know about the area in which I live. The funniest thing a government official has ever said to me, he said, mate, I reckon they might be sorted.
I reckon you might be right. Now, Wil, I heard a rumour about you, but I've been taught, obviously through your show, to question everything. So, is it true? Did you once have a fight on air with Heath Ledger?
I mean, it's kind of true. Yes. I guess it is kind of true.
It's like 50%, like arms and legs over the years, but it's sort of, at its point, there was something that happened there.
Yeah, so what happened was he was promoting the movie Ned Kelly. And so it was when we were doing the Triple J Breakfast Show, like a long, long time ago. And he came in for an interview and they had asked for the interview. You know, the film company had asked for the interview, but it was one of those ones where it felt like when he came in, he had been taken hostage and like forced to come in and do the interview, and he
Yeah.
was giving us absolutely nothing. Like, you know, that sort
One
of
of those
interview
ones. Yeah.
where you can literally hear people turning off their radios mid-interview because he's going
It
nowhere.
just sucks. Yeah.
And so you know what your instinct is in that moment. Your instinct is for your audience, not for the person who's there in the studio.
Yeah, of
You want to
course.
try and make it entertaining. So I said, and I understand in retrospect that Heath Ledger was a brilliant, serious artist who took his art very seriously. And, you know, perhaps he wouldn't have reacted well to the question that I asked him, but he was in the middle of an answer about, like, I just wanted to understand why Ned was so angry, you know, what was like the, motivation behind this anger that he had.
Yeah.
And I said, do you think it was because he always had really bad hat hair? Now,
Which is pretty good.
in
That's
retro,
pretty good.
like, look, it's just a little fun. Anyway, Heath Ledger said, well, that's not funny, is it? And,
God damn.
and then I said, well, I didn't see 10 Things I Hate About You twice, you bighead. And then the rest of it has become myth. After that, the rest of it's myth. But that there's a bit of truth at the start of
So
it.
when you said, I haven't seen that movie twice, what did he say to follow that up?
I know. Then there was we went to a song.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. And look, I feel like that's awkward, but obviously you know the end of that sad story, what would have happened a few years later.
Yeah.
And I suppose, I don't know if you ever got the chance to talk to him again, or was that your last interaction with the great Heath Ledger?
Oh, no, it was my last interaction. And also, I will say this, like, his performance as, like, the Joker in the Dark Knight movies is honestly one of my favorite performances of any performance in any movie for my entire life. No, the funny thing was I became like such a great admirer of him and his work, but no, I never had the opportunity to say, I'm sorry, man. And you know what? I was even lying. I did watch 10 Things About You twice, so,
It's a great movie.
Hey, make
It's a great
sure
movie, man.
you check it out. Question Everything returns this Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. on ABC TV and ABC iView. As always, Mr. Wil Anderson, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's Ben and Liam. Yeah.
Correct.